Hey beautiful people, it's Rickita. I'm back with another video. So on this video, I want to answer a question I actually got in my comments. And here is the question. So the person said, I have 5 credit cards total, planning to apply for a mortgage next year. Will these credit cards be seen as a problem? I got them all this year. So no, these credit cards should not be seen as a problem at all. It's a good thing that you got these credit cards. If you know your credit score is low, you need to start building up your credit as soon as possible. So the point that you got these 5 credit cards is good. Just make sure that you keep the balance low on them. Make sure you have them on auto pay so you can never have a late payment. And then just make sure you don't close them. Just keep them open, okay? That's the key, because some people try to just close. So I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have did it. Now they try to close them. Just keep them open, keep the balance low. And when you want to apply for your mortgage the month before, bring them all down to 0. So you shouldn't have a monthly payment on any of them. This way, you can have a low debt to income ratio. And when you go through the home buying process, you'll learn that part of it. So definitely that's good that you got those five credit cards. That's really good. Just, follow the things that I just told you. And for those people that's trying to be in this situation and start building their credit, let me show you what you have to do to get in this situation, because you need to start getting credit cards yourself. So on my website, Rickita.com, you guys will be able to see like the different lists of credit cards. So I have these different lists. The best ones for bad credit to bill credit, students, gas, just the best credit cards in general, rewards, travel, and cash back. Next month, I'm going to have even more lists here that you guys can be able to pick from and choose from. So definitely make sure you guys stick around. You'll be able to see those. But let's go ahead and check out the ones for bad credit, because the ones that's for bad credit is honestly the same ones for building credit. They're in the same list kind of. So let's check these out, because I can hit 2 birds with 1 stone. So the people that if your credit score is under a 580, you should be able to find some credit cards in here to start building your credit. And if your credit score is over 580, then you should be able to find some credit cards in this list also. That could be good. Now, some is going to be, if your credit score is over the 620, some people that's not at 620 cannot get those credit cards, but those are on this list. So let's go over this list and see, which ones you guys will have to be able to get. So I actually have that list already pulled up here, and these are the best credit cards for bad credit. Now, I always tell people to have 4 credit cards and 2 installment accounts. So the first credit card I tell people to get is, and this again, let's sort the list out. If your credit score is under a 580, or if it's under a 620, these are the cards I'm going to tell you about. So this would be a good one if you guys do not have a 620 credit score, because this one can start building your credit right away. This one is going to report to all 3 credit bureaus. And another thing that I like about the Self is that they allow you to get an installment account, because I told you need 2 installment accounts, and you also 2 installment accounts, and then you need 4 credit cards. You have to have an installment account with them first. So that means you have to pay a certain amount, and then every month they'll report it to the credit bureaus that you're paying on time. So go ahead and get that installment account, and then after you have 3 consecutive on-time payments and you have at least $100 in your account, then you can get this Visa card without a credit check at all. So that's why I like this one. So if your credit score is really, really low, definitely get this one. When I had to get back in a rebuilding stage, I got this one. My credit score went up over 155 points since they with them. So I definitely love them. Another one is the credit builder card. If your credit score is so low that you can't get credit cards, definitely get this one. They don't do a credit check, so that is really good. So if your credit score is really low, it don't even matter, because they're not going to check your credit. But definitely look into getting this one, because it's going to be a great option for you. They'll allow you to get 2 of them also. So if you guys were to get this Self Visa, then you come back and get the 2 credit builder cards, that'd be good and helpful. People don't understand that you can get a house without a credit score at all. So for those people that just have good documents, you've been working, you just never built your credit, you can still get a mortgage. Especially if you can show on-time payments with other things, you can still get a mortgage. So people think, oh, I need to have a certain credit card to get a mortgage. No, you don't. You just need credit cards to start reporting and start building your credit and show on-time payments. That's all you need. You need a better credit score. You really need a 580 credit score for FHA, but I really want you guys to get to at least a 640. And I know having these cards is going to definitely help you with that. So definitely get the 2 credit cards with the credit builder. And then you're going to have that one with Self. That's a good one. Also, get that Kickoff account. So Kickoff can give you that installment account. So they'll report a $750 account to your credit report, which is going to be more like a charge card. But you'll, with that account, you really don't get to spend that $750. You guys really have to watch their video on a Kickoff to see how it works. But they'll report to the credit bureaus, which is good. And you just pay $5 per month and they'll report for you. So that's what I like about the Kickoff. They got one for like $2,500 they can report, but I just don't see it, y'all. Like, I'm sorry, I just can't see it. If y'all want to do that, then do it, but I just don't see how that. I don't see it. I don't like it. Also, the Discover Secure card. This is a great one. That's a secure credit card that you guys can check out. This one will graduate. So if you guys have a 620 credit score and you're still having problems getting other credit cards, this is probably going to be a good one because it's going to graduate anyway to an unsecured. And then somebody got their limit to go from $200 to $2,100. So usually after about 7 to 9 months, they'll graduate that account. So look into that one for sure. And they can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. So definitely check them out. If your credit score is more on the higher end, try to check out some of these other lists. Like if you like at a 640 or above, or even a 620, try to see if you can get some gas rewards or these cash buy credit cards, especially if they can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. Also, I love my Tumo card, but anything I use on my Tumo card, you guys, it's going to be due this Sunday. And it's going to be due Sunday, but they take the money out on Monday. So I usually don't even use my Tumo. I have it. They can approve you up to $10,000, but I usually don't use it because it's going to be due right away. And they give you back 1% in rewards, but I get more on my other credit card, so I usually don't use my Tumo unless I don't trust the company. Sometimes then I will use it, or emergency or something. And I don't trust the company basically. But definitely check that one out because they do report to the credit bureaus. We also have the End Rewards Secure credit card. This is another great credit card. I really like this credit card because with this one right here, you can put $200 down and can graduate to $2,000. So definitely look into getting that one. It's very similar to that Discover, how it graduate. The Pedal one, you do want to have a better credit score, but you can pre-qualify for this one without a hard inquiry. So definitely check it out. Capital One Platinum is very much like the Navy Federal and also the Discover because it can graduate. So check this one out also. Open Sky, if your credit score is just so bad, you don't have no other option to get a credit card, definitely check this one out because it can be a great option for you. Again, Discover is student. If you apply for this one, you can pre-qualify for without a hard inquiry. Put your student email address in because you have a greater chance of getting approved for the credit card when you use your student email address for student credit cards. These next ones, check the annual fees. Your credit score could be under a 580. You still can get it. It's not secured credit cards, but check the annual fees because if the annual fees are too high, it may not be worth it for you. But Credit One Bank could be a good one. I see people get that one 1 month after bankruptcy. Mission Lane could be a good one. Just check the annual fees. Credit Strong, you already have 2 installment accounts. If you want to get another account, get one, but check your fees for that one. Prosper, you don't have an annual fee for the first year, but then after that, you are going to have an annual fee. But definitely check the Prosper card out. It can be a good one. Milestone is also another one you want to check those annual fees on. Indigo is also another one to check the annual fees. And Destiny is also another one you want to check the annual fees. But when you're in the process of building your credit, you guys, go ahead and get your 4 credit cards. That's going to be key. Get your 4 credit cards. Let them start reporting to the credit bureaus. You see your credit score go up. And if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. Hopefully this was helpful to you. And again, just keep the balance low. The month before you apply for a loan, just make sure that you have a $0 balance on all of your credit cards if you want to have a low debt to income ratio. I'll see you guys in the next video.